Game 4 for your Carshield players. About a couple seconds left in the warm-ups, and we'll get ready for this game. Carshield is in the blue this evening as the visitors. They are facing the Anaheim Junior Ducks. Carshield coming off a thrilling 3-2 overtime victory this morning against OHC. Jack Fisher with the game winner there on the 3-on-3 overtime. Boys are gathering pucks. And we will get started in just a second. Players are skating over to the benches. Officials are setting the nets. We've had a lot of nets pushed off by goalies. Hudson got the overtime win this morning in net. In case you missed it, you can just catch that into that first game. A wonderful play by Springer. Pass over to Fisher. Fisher scored the overtime winner. Fisher line is going to start this game with pitcher and Berryman, Lacoste, and Schrader. At D, Buell is in net with the white pads. 15 minutes on the clock. Berryman lines up with someone taller than his dad. And we win the faceoff. Puck played up past Berryman. Swings over to the D. Ducks gather. And they skate in. Puck slides to the corner. Fisher takes his man. Fisher still working, battling the guy. Left the puck. Puck comes out to the point. Pitcher out there. Fisher comes away with it. Fisher still going. Fisher makes a move at the blue line. And I hope it's not one of these games again where we have whistle after whistle. Pitcher was in offsides. And we'll bring the faceoff out of the offensive zone. Ducks go for a change. Our kiddos stay out there. Puck dropped. Pitcher pushes it forward. Ducks go D to D in their zone. Play it up the boards. Player skates wide. Goes behind the net. Still looking. Played by Lacoste. Lacoste gets low on the player. Fisher gets low, puts the player in the boards. Puck comes out. Back towards the boards. Puck played back to the D. Pitcher intercepts, pushes it forward. Fisher still on the forecheck. Ducks played around to the near side and played all the way down the ice. Arm up in the air, and we'll have icing. Good forecheck there by Pitcher, forcing the face-off in our offensive zone. Peters, Bilger hop on with the Kaiser line, Springer and Miller. Puck got away from the official there, and as the Ducks player played it back, it got away from the official again. So now the official has the puck. He seems to look at it like it was the puck's problem. Face-off one back. Played up. Peters tries to grab it with his glove. They break out the other way. Ducks go in. A drop pass. He dropped it through the legs of his teammate. Kaiser outlets to Springer. Springer dumps it in high to the far corner. Miller in after it. Miller puts his guy to the boards, and they're going to call a penalty on that. He blows a whistle. He might have been offsides just a little bit. Otto Miller is going to go to the box. This guy turned, and he kind of got him in the numbers, straight into the boards. It's one of those where the kid bounced right up. It looked worse than it actually was. And we're seeing the results. So just Miller in the box, just the 2 minutes, probably for roughing. Maybe cross-checking. I didn't see cross-check as a call. Yep. Didn't quite get him with the stick, but those plays into the back they typically call. Carshield goes on the penalty kill. Springer and Kaiser stay out. So do Bilger and Peters. Kaiser wins it to the corner. Bilger gathers. Pops it over to Peters. Peters pushes it forward. Comes out to the point. Ducks move it into the slot. Puck goes off of his stick. Springer just misses Kaiser. Springer still battling for the puck. Had a chance for a outlet there, and the puck just slid off the stick. Ducks have it down below the circle. Still have it below the circle. Peters just keeps them there. Ducks now play it below the line. Guy comes out of the corner, plays to the middle, shoots wide. Ducks player gathers, but Peters steals it. Puck goes along the boards. Played down the boards. They cycle through, back out to the point. Shot, and he whiffs. Sidesteps Kaiser, shoots again. Buell with the save, got it with the leg and the pad. The goal is off. The goal is still off. It was off just a little bit. Brandon helped it a little bit more so the ref would see it. 49 seconds left on the penalty kill. Stanley and Flogger hop out. Face-off won by the Ducks. Back out to the point. They swing it over to the side. Back to the middle. Back to the side. Flogger goes down, pops back. Floggers keep him out there. Back to this side. Back to the near boards. Player's going to hold it there. He had some space. They play it across. Player whiffs on it. It is down low. Comes out behind. It is played high off the glass. And comes out to center ice. Stanley on the forecheck. Stanley still on a good forecheck. Puck comes near side. And the Ducks get the zone and pass it back. Flogger breaks that up. Nice play there. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. Puck goes back out to the point. Schultz hops on. Ducks come across. Buell with the save. And that pops off again. Looks like Schultz is going to stay on with Simpson and Larrigan. We had this problem yesterday where the goals easily got pushed off of the pegs. Not sure how big of pegs they actually have there. So Simpson's going to take the faceoff, flanked by Schultz and Larrigan. Lacasse and Schrader out on D. Puck one back to Schrader, who plays it around to Larrigan. Seamus plays it back around to Schultz. Schultz up to Simpson, but it's behind him. Puck played into the corner and then to Lacasse. Lacasse plays it high. Puck comes out of the zone, back in the zone by the Ducks. Ducks dump it back in. Lacasse gathers. Lacasse passes behind to Larrigan. Larrigan goes back behind the net with the pass. Two Ducks run into each other. Simpson breaks out. Simpson to Schultz. Schultz skates. Schultz is going to go wide on his backhand. Going to get the puck knocked away, but still controls it. It goes back in front of the net. No one was there as a forward was changing. Comes out. Berryman has it slide away from him. Puck is battled. Fisher goes. Fisher goes in alone as Schultz goes for a change. Fisher dumps it in deep. Pitcher and Berryman are on. Peters and Bilger help as well. Pitcher breaks that up. And the Ducks take it in the zone. Man falls down. Puck goes back around. Pitcher has to turn. Puck goes back down the wall. Carshield players are lackadaisically watching right now. Fisher plays it up the wall. Berryman has his man. Pitcher comes over. Puck goes to the left side. Shot. Gloved by Buell. Forwards are going to change. The Kaiser line's going to hop on. Miller and Springer head to their spots. Bilger and Peters stays on. Kaiser on the faceoff. Shot in. Brandon pops it back up. And we're going to put it on this side, even though all the kids were lined up on the other side. Kaiser prepares for the faceoff. Ties his man up. The puck is loose, and the Ducks skate around and win it. Puck out to the point. Springer with a nice block off the skate, but we can't get it out of the zone, and then it slides out of the zone. Great work by Kaiser, just battling. Ducks dump it back in. Bilger after it. Bilger chips it up the boards, but it gets chipped back by the Ducks. Ducks miss a pass to their guy on the other side, and they have to reset as it went out of the zone. Ducks go D to D to D. Forward, chipped in. They have one forechecker, and everyone else is changing. Peters finds the outlet, misses Kaiser, misses Miller, and the Ducks gather it, and they're offsides. 8:41 left in the first. Carshield's going to change again. Rawls and Pickering out with the Stanley line. Flogger and Schultz. Stanley ties up the faceoff, but the puck still goes back to the Ducks. Ducks circle and play it up the boards. Rawls takes it. Played it off the D-man, but the D-man grabbed it. Flogger grabs the puck. Tries to play it around his guy, and it gets broken up. Stanley just plays it forward, and the Ducks intercept. Puck goes wide. Schultz makes a horrible play. And a shot on goal. Brandon makes a wonderful save there. As a man walked in off the rush, had the backhand, and Buell shut him down. Stanley wins the faceoff to Pickering. Pickering high off the glass weirdly. Stanley gathers to Flogger. Flogger gets it deep. And the official calls a interesting offsides. Looked like he had dragged his foot enough, but I guess not. Ducks win the faceoff again, played back into the defensive zone. Stanley on the forecheck. Pass comes around and goes the other way. Pass goes back the other way. Ducks work it out and play it up the boards. Pickering intercepts. Now Stanley. Stanley gathers. Stanley pokes forward, but he can't get it to Flogger. Schultz hustles back. Big 93 cuts into the middle. Puck goes past him. Did a good play there. Puck goes in the corner to Rawls. Rawls up to Flogger. Flogger just hits it up the ice. Stanley gathers and just hits it up the ice again. Schultz in on the forecheck. Guy grabs it from Schultz. Schultz lifts the stick. Schultz gets in behind, and the puck Simpson just missed a big hit there. And Lacoste gets broken up. They go in, they shoot wide. Schultz back after a long shift, chips it out. Past the D-man, hopefully he'll get a change. Simpson and Larrigan out, Miller hops on. Schrader and Lacoste at D. Puck comes to center ice. Lacoste gathers the puck. Lacoste plays it up. Icing waved off by one. The one closer waved it off. The one further away called it. So we'll go back to our defensive zone for a face-off. 6:38 left in the first. Simpson centering Miller and Larrigan. Puck back to the Ducks at the point. Played in all the way around to Miller. Miller gathers and just chips it up. We're not really trying to find much outlet right now. We're just chipping and blindly hitting it forward. We're not going to have any success if we can't find players going forward. Puck went in off sides. Simpson facing up on the faceoff. Simpson wins the faceoff. Duck player comes in and grabs it. They play it around the far side into the corner. Puck weakly against the side of the net. Lacoste comes out with it. Lacoste with a pass over to Miller, hops the stick. Miller bumps the guy, falls down. And the Ducks take it and play D to D to break out of their zone. They pass it up. Lacoste read that well and intercepted, but the Ducks win it back. No offsides there. That was very close. Schrader takes his man to the boards. Ducks have it. They have all three other players out at the blue line. Shot broken up by Miller. Miller chips. Simpson after it. Miller goes for a change. Everybody else goes for a change. JR's on the forecheck. Guy goes around the net, around pitcher, around Berryman. Toe drags wide, and Buell with a pad save. That puck is broken up by Bilger. Bilger and Peters on. Puck comes back to center ice. The Ducks reset, D to D to D. And a long pass forward, and that should be icing. And it is. Fisher's hopped on, so he'll head up the other end to take the face-off with Berryman and pitcher, Peters and Bilger. 5 minutes left in the first. Carshield still looking for their first shot on goal. Have not had any very sustained pressure at all. Fisher wins a nice face-off back to Bilger. Bilger plays it in the corner to Pitcher. Pitcher plays it in the corner to Fisher. Fisher bumped off the puck, but Peters pinches. Peters plays it down low. Pitcher can't quite get there, and it's pushed around to the other side. Ducks play it out. Hits Peters' skate. Peters gathers, turns, plays it up to Berryman. Puck goes past Berryman, but the pass goes to Pitcher. Pitcher skates in to Berryman. Berryman gets a stick lifted. No hook called. Puck comes out the other way. Peters tries to play the man. Man does go down. Puck to Kaiser. Fisher still just moving forward.
Holding him.
Pitcher gathers to Fisher. Back to Pitcher. Man falls down. And the Ducks move it out the other side. And it's played. Had to have hit the net, didn't it? The net's moving. Puck was played in the air. Berryman to Kaiser. Kaiser skates in. Drops to Berryman, who's bumped. Kaiser tries to play to Springer. Kaiser still battling. Puck comes to Rawls. Rawls slaps a great shot. Louis got a hold of that one, and the goalie had to make a save. Goalie then comes out and pushes Springer. and the ref just looks at him. Now the ref is talking to our player. It's always interesting. So we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone to the right of the goalie off a nice slapper from Rawls that came off the boards, and he went after it. Shot it glove side, and the goalie made a good save. Kaiser on the face-off. Now they're going to kick out a Ducks center for unknown reasons. Kaiser wins back to Rawls. Rawls dumps it in the corner, gets intercepted. Miller eats a stick in his face. 2 Ducks there, now 2 Carshield players there. Rawls tries to get low. They're just going to keep it there. And it goes backward. Goes behind the Ducks goal. Springer in after it. Played up the puck. Oh, hops on Pickering. And the Ducks break out. Rawls drive back. Shot and a goal. That puck hopped on Pickering over his stick, and the Ducks were 2-on-1 the other way. Player skated in and found a high spot above Buell's glove for the first goal of the game. At 3:06 in the first, Ducks lead Carshield 1-0. Stanley line hops out. Schrader and Lacoste join them. The official's talking to the goalie now. Who knows what that's about? Now the official's going to go talk to the Ducks bench. The other official's going to drop the puck while his partner's not even watching. Face-off won by the Ducks. Schultz just chips it up the ice. No one's there. Flogger in on the forecheck. Pass up. Beats all the Carshield players. And now goes forward. Puck goes through to Buell. Buell parries it to the corner. Lacoste. Schultz. Puck comes the other way. Just hit up the ice. Flogger after it. Stanley there. Stanley loses his stick. Puck chipped across. Puck is still loose. Comes back out. Hits 4 players. And it gets loose in the slot and a shot on goal. Just a lot of standing by that line, and they'll head off the ice. Springer, Larrigan, Simpson head on. Peters and Bilger on D. Ducks would win another faceoff. Play it in deep. Ducks still on the puck. Play it out to the point. Go D to D. Puck goes in low. Play it off the boards. Broken up by Bilger nicely. Springer has. And tries to play to Larrigan, but it gets tipped away. Larrigan in after it. Larrigan forces the player to go the other way. Simpson. Pass goes up. Ducks get it in the zone easily because the guy was ahead of the play. Larrigan up to Springer. Springer dumps it in. They wave that off, which was icing. And the Ducks reset behind. Fisher line hops on. Play up to Rawls. Rawls pumps it up to Fisher. Fisher has pitcher. Plays it behind him. Fisher gets interfered with. Puck goes the other way. And they break out. Puck goes down behind our goal. Pickering grabs it. The Ducks were going for a change, and Pickering's going to come out quickly. Puck is sliding off his stick, and he dumps it in. Pitcher methodically in after it. Stops short of checking his guy. Berryman wins the puck. Gets hit by Fisher. Puck is still loose. And the Ducks play it out. Pickering gathers, notices that he can't play D to D. Turns and dumps it in. Good look there by Pickering to notice there was a guy between him and Rawls, so he had to just play it in the corner. Rawls with another slap shot. Louis has found a slap shot today. He's got our only 2 shots near the goal. Pitcher plays it in deep. And the Ducks break out. Schrader and Lacoste out there. Guy gets around Lacoste on the far side. Whiffs on the shot. Played out to the front. Schrader grabs it. Pitcher off the backhand, and the period ends. After one, the Ducks lead Carshield 1-0. We're back for the start of the second period. Teams will change ends. Stanley line hops out. Carshield limited to one shot on goal. That was from Rawls in that period. Well, hopefully a little better effort in the offensive zone in this period. Lacoste and Schrader at D. Stanley on the dot. Players banging the boards, and the puck gets won back by the Ducks and played in, knocked down by one of the Ducks players. Buell plays it. Schrader gathers, runs into Stanley. Players go deep. Puck to Buell. Buell has the puck. Net again is off. Looks like. The puck scooted out in front of Buell, and he covered it with the glove. Nobody knows where the faceoff is. Here we go. It's going to be on the far side this time. Stanley wins the faceoff. Flogger in after it. Ducks player from his knees makes a pass. Buell gathers and saves again. Stanley on the faceoff again. Plays it off the official. Plays it back to Buell for another faceoff. Faceoff number 3 from the dot. Off the official again. Lacoste goes into the corner, played up the boards. Flogger. Puck goes to the D. He falls down, and they play it in offsides. And after 3 previous faceoffs, they're going to change forwards. All 5 seconds, I think, went off the ice there. Kaiserline hops on. Springer and Miller. Peters and Bilger. Puck won back to the Ducks. Played up. They enter the zone easily. Low pass wide. Puck goes out to the point. Springer takes it off the shin pad, but it does not go out. Puck played in. Peters with a poke, and it played down the other way. Ducks are chasing it. They wave off icing. Miller and Springer in on the forecheck. Kaiser supporting. Ducks skate out. Puck played to Peters. Hit his stick. And the puck won by Miller after Ducks had gathered it. Peters grabs. Plays it up to Miller. Won by Kaiser, but slides off his stick, and the Ducks play it the other way. Bilger gathers. Plays it up. Kaiser gets bumped, but Springer wins the puck. Springer hits a bouncing puck. A D change. Oof. Had a lot of D on it one time right there. Puck hops over Kaiser, and we have a 2-1 going the other way. Rawls backs in. The puck misses the intended target. Guy cuts around the back of the net. Still has the puck. Still going. A nice play. The goal is pushed off the goal. And it's no goal. Brule had pushed off, and the goal went flying. That's about the third or fourth time that the goal has come off. So no goal. Puck will. That happened all day yesterday when we played here. Simpson hops out with Larrigan and Schultz. Puck played back. Larrigan tries to body his man. Rawls puts the man in the wall. Plays it around to Pickering. Pickering's going to break out. Pickering goes cross-ice on Larrigan's back of his blade. Larrigan gains the zone and loses the puck. Puck gets chipped. Simpson wins it back around. Schultz in after it. They play it back around the other side. Simpson takes his man. Simpson with a nice hit. Well done by Simpson. Larrigan wins it. And then puck scoots away from him. Rawls gathers the puck. Rawls turns and hits. Puck does not come out. Rawls with a good poke check. Comes to Larrigan. Over to Schultz. Carshield's going to go out the other way. Schultz toe drags middle. Tries to go around wide. Gets bumped. Simpson gathers. Simpson to Schultz. Oh, and it's a save. Larrigan's still working at it. Schultz was on the doorstep and just hit the pad with it. Schultz separates his man. Pickering gathers. Pickering shoots. Hits the goalie. Shoots again. It's still loose. Out to Schultz. Schultz. Schrader. Schrader shoots. Buried into the corner. Good sustained pressure, and they just dump it over the glass. Good pressure by that line. That was Larrigan, Schultz, and Simpson. Pickering had hopped in, took the puck forward, got a good shot on goal. Couple of good saves by the Ducks goalie. Face-off will be to his right, 11:37 left in the second. The Fisher line hops out there. Schrader and Lacasse support. Ducks win the puck, goes past Berryman, back around the net. Pitcher. Fisher plays a man at the boards. Pitcher on him. Pitcher's just going to run him into the boards. He turns, makes a pass. Puck goes to the middle, off the guy's blade to Berryman. Berryman chips out to Pitcher. Pitcher bumps the guy, gets the puck out. Well done by Mike Pitcher there. He's still on the chase. And they go forward. Pitcher is like a train. Absolutely. Pitcher passes forward. Ducks grab it, so it's not a hand pass. Pitcher still going after it. He is going to cause the player to turn. Player falls down. Goes back the other way. They're still behind their line, and then they break out. It goes past Lacasse. Schrader has to go back to get it. It's not going to go far enough for icing, and it would have hit Buell. So they play it up. Berryman tries to tip it into Schultz, but it hits the D-man. Oh, he was on a break there, and it goes the other way. Lacasse. Oh, a great save by Buell with the pad. Schultz breaks out. Schultz up to Stanley. Stanley has a step. Stanley cuts in, shoots off the post. Schultz with the puck. It's in his skates. And they can't gather it. A great play by Stanley, went high and hit the post. That line needs a goal very badly. Here comes a flogger. Flogger to Schultz. Schultz one-on-one. Schultz shoots over the goalie's head. Puck gets played out. Oh, it's chipped forward. Bilger tried to go after it. It was chipped past him. Man plays to the center. Schultz bumps him. Might have got away with one there. Guy gathers. Stanley backs off. Puck goes to the corner. Schultz found someone bigger than him and said, I'll take a try. Stanley gathers the puck. Plays it up to Schultz. Schultz gathers. Plays it weakly, but Flogger had overskated, expecting it to go up the boards. So it comes back in. Schultz meets Hall again. Hall's 93. Probably the biggest kid on the ice, including the officials. Puck goes up to Schultz. Schultz is going to go in. Tried to find Flogger. Flogger tips it in, and they go for a change. Another good shift by that group. Springer in on the forecheck. Miller and Kaiser supporting. Puck comes up the boards. Kaiser breaks that up. Springer gathers, but it slips out of the zone. He keeps the puck, circles, and plays it in deep and goes in after it. Miller goes in on the other side. Puck broken up by Springer as the Ducks try and clear it. Gets chipped out of the zone. Pickering back to get the puck. Pickering stick handles through two guys. Should just take the ice, and he does. Pickering cuts down the middle. He shoots. It gets blocked a little bit. It actually hopped the goalie's stick. Pickering's still in, and the puck goes all the way around. How is that waved off? Their player played it. It goes past the zone. Man falls down. Compared to yesterday when we had whistles every 30 seconds, I don't know that the officials have many whistles today. Springer separates his man after it gets dumped in on the goalie. Puck goes around the back. Miller over to get it. Lacasse chips at it. Blaine backs in. Puck played across the zone, or the slot, but no one was there. Springer chips it up, and that's going to turn on its side. And, they are going to blow a whistle for something. So that ended up being icing. 7:44 left in the second, 1-0 Ducks. Carshield had some good pressure this the first half of this period. See if they can keep it on with another line change. Simpson is out there with Flogger and Larrigan. Puck comes out to the D, goes wide. Back out to the D to D pass. Larrigan over there forces a guy wide, bumps him. Puck goes behind, Simpson after him. Simpson with a nice bump again. That's two good hits by Simpson today. Puck goes wide, goes back behind the net. Defense goes in behind to get it. Schrader harassing. Man turns on him but doesn't get away. Simpson tips the puck away and gathers. Picks his head up. Passes over to Flogger. Flogger got it broken up. And Buell leaves it for Lacasse. Flogger had floated backward to try and turn with the puck, and the guy stepped in front of him. Flogger tips it back. Schrader to Flogger. Flogger's going to get it in deep. Simpson goes to change. Larrigan and Flogger in after it, and it comes around the near side. Bilger has to back out because he wasn't going to reach the puck. Puck goes around him. Peters in after it. Peters forces his guy to the corner. Fisher ran into, guy thinks he's going to do a Michigan. Yep, that'll get him a stick really high probably. A shot from the point. Gloved by Buell. 6:29 left in the second. Pitcher and Berryman hop on to join Fisher. Fisher on the face-off. Wins it off the official again. Puck scoots out to the dot. Ducks player shoots. Buell with the save. Peters did a nice job boxing out in front of Buell so no one could get in there. Fisher back to the dot. Puck goes behind the net. Peters, now Fisher in after it. Comes back wide. Fisher pushes his guy to the boards. The guy turns again. Still turning. Berryman hacks at it. Got it past one person. Comes near side to Pitcher. Pitcher's going to grab that. Go forward with it. Dumps it in. Hits the tracks and keeps on moving forward. Berryman gathers a loose puck. Misses the pass back to the D. And it comes out slowly. Peters intercepts to Berryman. Berryman chips it in. Pitcher in after it. Pitcher takes the man. The puck is left. Bilger gathers. Goes back to gather the puck. Hops on him a little bit. Gets poked away. Pickering out there. Puck skate off Pickering's stick. Back out to the point. Pitcher's there. He gathers the puck. Head up. Pass hits a D-man. Pickering's going to gather. And doesn't get it out. Battles along the Ducks bench. Just shy of the blue line. And then it comes out on a play by Berryman. Pitcher, as we've said a lot today, and after it. Forces the play around the corner. Breaks up the pass that was trying to go the other way. It hit him in the leg. He dumps it behind to Stanley. Stanley turns. Stanley still turning. Stanley still stick handling. Stanley to Rawls. Rawls dumps it in deep. Flogger's going to get under there. Flogger turns him the other way. Stanley gathers, tries to wrap around to Schultz. Oh, and it's somewhere in a player's pants. He shot that up with pants of the defender. Schultz has had two shots from the slot that neither of them have found their way through. 4:35 left in the first. That was a great play by Stanley as pitcher went to change. Kept possession until Schultz got on. They cycled down low with Flogger. And then the puck shot up the leg of one of the Ducks players. Stanley on the dot. Pickering and Rawls still at D. Puck goes behind the net. Stanley just gets it. Brock stick handles. Tries to get it to Flogger. Oh! Schultz checked a guy, and then the guy hit the end of the penalty box. There's a pad there, which probably saved him. Still hurt. Yeah, it was. Pickering goes forward. Pickering's going to go wide. To Schultz. Schultz scores! Pickering does a nice. Pickering does a nice job of gaining the zone after it was broken up at center ice. Takes it down the right-hand side. Schultz went far post. Pickering made the pass, and Schultz finally found the back of the net. Kaiser line back out. We got a tie game. 4:06 left in the first. Springer battles and wins the face-off down the ice. Sorry, cut out for there. We were having a conversation about how many horns there were when we scored. Ducks break it out. Schrader forces his man wide. Still has him out there. Played low. Kaiser. Puck scoots over Schrader. Goes back in low. Lacasse is after it. Lacasse up to Miller. Miller. Kaiser just past Springer, but Springer is on the forecheck. Springer gathers to Kaiser. Kaiser to Miller. Miller. Oh, just misses Kaiser for the tip. Springer gathers, gets pushed off the puck. Miller breaks it up. Kaiser has one man to beat, shoots low. Goalie makes a save to the corner. Springer kind of muffs the pass, and the Ducks break out. Schrader's backing in. Swings at it. Oh, it's broken up by Miller. Pass was going to the man coming from the far side. Miller just broke that up. Springer's high to center ice. Miller on the forecheck. The puck goes to the far boards. Ducks play it in deep. Buell goes around to play it, and he has to play it back around hard as the Ducks player was first. That was a lot of Ducks on the ice at once there, but they get away with it. Schrader with a great step up as two people were in behind him. Puck goes to center ice. Simpson hops on. Lacoste gathers. Puck played up to Springer, up to Simpson. JR pushes and goes. JR speed goes down the right-hand side. He cuts middle and just gets checked. He did not sidestep far enough and felt the brunt of that one. Goes the other way. Bilger steps up on his man. Bilger still working on his man. The puck goes to Stanley. Stanley pushes to Simpson. Larrigan gathers. Larrigan has Bilger on this side, but elects to go forward. Puck off his stick, slides forward, and the Ducks gather. And we have a whistle. Oh, we had a whistle. I thought it was a kid screaming. Carshield's going to go on the power play with a roughing as Larrigan was going in one-on-one. Fisher's line hops on. We're all kind of figuring what that was. We're going to check the feed here. So Larrigan had lost the puck and then went down. So interference as he didn't have the puck. Fisher line on, puck back to Pickering. Pickering has it bounce on him. That's a couple times today. We don't usually see that with Pickering. It bounces on him again and slides away. Puck goes over to the far side to Fisher. Fisher gathers, gets the zone, turns. Oh, tries to make a play to pitcher. It's going to bounce to Berryman. Berryman gathers with the glove. Now they're going to set it up. Oh, Duckman falls down. Berryman tries to use pitcher as a screen, and that's a large screen, but missed the far post. Puck gets chipped around, high off the glass. Berryman just misses. Fisher back to gather. 1:20 left in the power play. Fisher resets. We got a lot of people in one spot. Fisher has ice, and he's going to go. He gets the zone, stops, turns again, leaves it, still there. Pickering pushes forward to pitcher. Pitcher gathers. Pitcher to Peters. Oh, Peters just can't get a shot off as he pushed it forward but couldn't get anything behind it. Pitcher has it in the corner. Berryman gathers. Puck slides off his stick. Fisher missed on a check, but Berryman gathers the puck to Fisher. Fisher tries to play it. I think he was trying to find Petey, and it didn't quite get there. Out to center ice. Peters gathers. 38 seconds left. The Ducks player bites it, trying to make a change. Berryman shoots. Shot goes wide. Pitcher tries to make a hole, but can't. Peters keeps it in. Pitcher still low. Pitcher still working. 13 seconds left in the period. Pickering's going to stay back. And the puck goes the other way. Banged off. And they're going to call icing. With 3.6 seconds left, Stanley Line is going to hop on. Still have 12 seconds left in the power play, so we don't score here in the last 3.6 seconds. Have a little bit rollover, not much. So Schultz, Flogger, and Stanley getting instructions. Schultz is going to take the face off, probably trying to get the forehand to the center or just shoot. Tries to shoot, but it's played to the corner, and the Ducks are just going to eat it. So after one, we are tied 1-1. Goal by Schultz in the second period on a wonderful pass by Pickering, and we will see you in just a minute.
Miss Tara, what do you call a? Why did the bicycle fall over?
Ollie, why did the bicycle fall over?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh, because it was too tired.
15 minutes on the clock. We still have 8 seconds left on the power play rolling over from the last period. Officials are getting things finalized. Talking to Ron Stanley a little bit, and they skate out. Official make count. Everybody's on the ice. Stanley wins the faceoff. Puck goes over to Schultz. Schultz back to Schrader. Schrader to Lacasse. Lacasse up to Stanley. Hops the stick a little bit. And the puck comes out the other side. The penalty is over, and Ducks are going to ice it. Buell sends it down the ice. It might get to the official. It does. Faceoff will come in the offensive zone. Stanley, Flogger, Schultz. Schrader, Lacasse. Stanley goes after the loose puck. It is played high off the glass. Schrader keeps it in. Nice play with his glove. Puck played back off the glass again. Stanley breaks that up within 3 Ducks and plays it. One of the Ducks plays it deep to Lacasse. Lacasse is going to circle behind. Loses an edge a little bit, and the Ducks gather. Puck comes out to the point, goes back down to the boards. Lacasse on the back check, comes wide. Puck played in. Buell plays it behind the goal. Stanley thereafter it, in his skates. Still pushes it forward. Puck goes back in. They just kept it in at the blue line. Schrader after it. Puck circles behind. Flogger, Schultz, teeing up at the point. Shot comes from the point. Deflected a little bit, but goes very wide. Flogger on D, takes the man, pushes the man, gathers the puck, puts it through the D-man's leg. Schultz in after it. Schultz separates his man, but another D-man came over. Forwards were changing. Ducks go forward. Fisher in after it. Pickering gathers. Pickering is going to move forward. Schultz is going for a change. Pitcher heads on. Pickering has to stop as Berryman slid a little offsides. Pickering puts it in deep. Fisher in after it. Fisher goes wide. Pitcher had to slow up as he saw numbers in front of him. Kicks at the puck. Puck goes the other way. Louis and or Berryman broke that up. But the Ducks recover. They play it side to side. They gather and play it in, and that should be icing. Oh, that was completely icing. They played it from the blue line, and neither official knew what was going on. They both looked at each other, and both of them weren't paying attention. Pitcher on the forecheck. Ducks play it out. They dump it in. I wouldn't have been surprised if they called icing there, but they didn't. Rawls gathers to Fisher. Fisher, Berryman, the guy run into each other, and the puck comes out to center ice. D into D to D for the Ducks, up to the sideboards, and out. Peter stands his man up. Berryman gathers, goes high backhand. Pitcher gathers to Berryman. Berryman tries to get it to Pitcher, and he does. Pitcher goes high into the net. Oh, it was a loose puck that ended up on Berryman's stick. A little pass past the D to Pitcher. Pitcher tried to go top shelf and just missed. Kaiserline hops on. That's going to come out of the zone. Oh. It looked like they were discussing a tip, and there are no tips, so it comes out of the zone. 1-1 with 12 minutes left in the third. Kaiser, Miller, Springer, Peters, Bilger. Puck played back to Bilger. Bilger plays it in deep. Miller in after it on the near side. Puck comes up the boards. Puck goes in the zone. Bilger back. Nice shot by the Ducks player. Buell parries it away with the blocker. He had good view of that and was able to get a piece of it. And a couple Carshield players over there. And the puck comes loose for the Ducks. Ducks play it off the side of the net. It goes back the other way. Peters gathers. Peters still has a puck. Peters went for the fast pass and reset. Now it's out to Miller from Springer. Miller gathers his zone, dumps it in. Kaiser gathers. Miller goes to the net. D is changing, so Springer covers the D. Puck goes low. Miller just had his man tied up in front. Goalie played it away. Puck goes back behind the net. Comes out of the zone. Schrader had pinched, got a piece of it, and Lacoste gathers. Lacoste gets run, and Kaiser gathers. Springer gathers the puck. He's going to shoot right into the goalie's gut. No rebound as Miller was there. 10:41 left in the third. We're going to get a line change here. Pitcher's going to hop back on with Larrigan and Simpson. Lacoste and Schrader at D. Simpson comes out of the corner after some good work by Pitcher. Pitcher still good work. Oh, he tries to find Larrigan on the far side and it hits a leg. Lacoste finds Schrader. Schrader chips up to Pitcher. Pitcher to Simpson cutting across. Simpson gets checked into the boards. Simpson is taking a little beating dads are talking about, but Simpson has given out a beating this game too. He's had a couple of very nice hits. Pitcher breaks that up with the long stick. Simpson in after it. And Lacoste gathers. The Ducks D-man was in low and just skated out past the puck. Puck along the boards. Larrigan there. Man skates in, broken up by Lacoste. Larrigan gathers, finds Simpson, and it comes out. And that is offsides. Should probably come out a little further as the guys were in pretty deep. Rawls and Pickering hop over the boards with the Stanley line. They are going to take it out of the zone, but probably only to the first dot. Coaches are arguing that they should be further out. Cosma. Now we can't figure out again what side to drop the puck. This is Stanley. Rawls circles the Flogger. Flogger gets bumped from behind. Puck goes back the other way to Rawls, to Pickering. Pickering goes high sauce to Flogger, and it hops over his stick. Stanley's going to race in after it, forces the man. Schultz breaks it up with the stick. Stanley gathers. Stanley with a quick shot. Wow, Brock got that off quick after it hit Schultz's stick. And we get a face-off. Man, he ripped that right at the goalie, but the goalie made a good save, and then it fell in his lap. Stanley's going to line up for the face-off. Flanked by Schultz and Flogger, Rawls, and Pickering. Puck one back to Pickering. Pickering fires, it's tipped, bounces to the corner, it's Stanley in after it. Stanley gets put in the boards, but he always squirts out of there. Puck goes all the way back. It's going to be on goal. Pickering gathers. Pickering head up, passes up, gets tipped.
That is terrible! Open your eyes! It tipped off his stick. Right in front of you.
Flogger saying it was tipped off the stick, echoing off the parent side. Now they're discussing, because neither of them. And the Fisher line hops out. Puck tied up by Fisher. The official's in the way. And it goes wide. Ducks player cuts middle, shoots. Great save by Buell. I think it hit his body. But anyway, he did his job. Official gets in the way. Puck goes to the center of the slot. Fisher breaks out with it to pitcher. Berryman gathers. Puck's going to... And it's offsides. Berryman ran into Bilger. The puck sat there, and the Ducks player was in offsides. 8:26 left in the third, 1-1 to score. Fisher on the faceoff comes wide. Peters gathers, circles. Back to Bilger. Bilger up to Pitcher. Pitcher chips it in. A nice play. Fisher in after it. Fisher bumps his man. Puck squirts out to the Ducks player. All the way back to Lacasse, who is changing. He plays it up. Fisher. Puck never gets in. Fisher got bumped at the line. Now Fisher gathers. 4 people are along the boards, and they just play it in. Lacasse goes behind the net. Plays it up. Peters gathers. Plays it wide, and it does slide out of the zone. Peters goes for a change. Pitcher tips it away. Constant forecheck from Mike Pitcher is really causing a lot of turnovers. Puck played up by the Ducks. Kaiser breaks that up. Pitcher separates his guy from the puck and his stick. Pitcher and Berryman go for a change. Miller and Springer on. The puck goes back in from Lacasse past Kaiser. Nice play while we were changing, and now the Ducks break out. Puck goes forward just past Miller's leg. The Ducks shoot. Schrader with a block. Second shot hits Buell's stick and goes to the corner. Lacasse battling 93. Again, 93 is the biggest player on the ice, including the officials. Comes to the middle. Shot and a goal. Not sure how that got out to the middle. Looked like we had guys in front, and they were able to hammer it home. So at 6:57 of the third, Ducks go up 2-1. Kaiser back to the dot. Wins the faceoff. Lacasse misses on the outlet. Pass to the slot. Shot. Kid took a 9-9 error pitching wedge and may have hit the ceiling with that shot. And there's a change. Larrigan and Simpson head out with Fisher. Rawls and Pickering are back there. Simpson to the faceoff dot. Wins the faceoff. Puck hits around. It comes back to the point to the Ducks. Ducks to the top of the circle. Play it down low. Pickering breaks that up. The goal is clearly off again. Goes back around to Rawls. To Larrigan. Fisher pops it up the ice. JR with some forecheck. A bad bounce at the Zambo door. And the puck comes out to Fisher. Fisher has to deal with some snow to Rawls. Rawls unable to control, but it breaks it up at the blue line. Larrigan. Ducks come away from the wall. Break in. Simpson breaks that up. Puck bounces on Larrigan, and the puck goes back in deep for the Ducks. Pickering is going to gather. Again, it slides off his stick. Just one of those days. Gets chipped up the boards. Larrigan breaks it up, and it goes back in the zone. Rawls in after it. Rawls stops. Lost an edge. Stanley over. Stanley hard work. Pickering gets hit in the back. The official raised his hand and then put it down. Rawls gets it off the block of Buell. Rawls stick handles through the zone. Really is going to break out. He's got Stanley and Fisher. Fisher gathers. Fisher cuts. Fisher gets stood up at the blue line. Bilger. Stanley separates man from puck. Stanley gathers again. Over to Petey. Peters to Schultz. Schultz tips. In on goal. Goalie is going to cover. And we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. Nice play by Peters to get it up to Schultz, who had come off the bench. Tipped it enough to negate icing, and it went on goal, so we get a face-off. Actually, I don't know if it would have gone far enough for icing, but goalie had to cover it anyway as Schultz was in trying to get the puck. Stanley on the face-off. Ties a man up. Flogger comes in. It's still between Stanley's legs. Flogger gathers. Flogger makes a turn. Flogger gets bumped. Stanley after it as it got loose. Puck goes to the wall. And Stanley's going to try and break that up. They're going to shoot it in. Guy was on his side of the red line, but no icing once again. Peters. Puck goes back in. Bilger in after it. Schultz tips it to center ice. Stanley after it. Puck goes back in wide. Bilger after it. Stanley to Schultz. Schultz slides off his stick. We got two guys on the boards. Schultz separates the guy from the puck. I don't think the guy's... Peter gets it deep. You can hear Schultz calling for it. Schultz goes in after it. Runs his guy into the boards, but the puck stays behind. Fisher. Schultz is just after everybody right now. Lacoste gathers the puck up to Berryman. Berryman to Schultz. Schultz tips, and he's there for a change. Pitcher hops on. Berryman to Fisher. Guy, nice block by Lacoste. He's going to feel that one. Shot gets blocked again. Lacoste is feeling it. It needs to get out of the zone. Lacoste got it off the same or different ankle. And pitcher tries to stick handle at the blue line. Shot goes in. Tipped out. Muffed. And it needs to get out of the zone because Lacoste needs to get off. And there it goes out of the zone on a backhand by pitcher. Puck played up the boards. Played in by the Ducks. Buell's going to play it back around with the backhand. Nice play by Buell. Pickering to pitcher. Pitcher lets the puck go, takes the hit. Kaiser gets the zone. Kaiser in. Berryman run off the puck. Puck ends up on Kaiser and is played behind by the Ducks player. Almost put it in his own net, and the Ducks are just going to ice. No. They do call icing. It almost looked like Buell was coming out to get it, but they called the icing. Kaiser, Springer, Miller, 2:42 left. Carshield trails by 1. This has been a hard-fought game, back and forth. Both teams have had times of dominance. Kaiser on the face-off. Ducks can't figure out where to go. Puck gets one back by the Ducks, behind the net. Springer over to gather. Springer tries to play it back, but the puck gets caught. Pickering pokes at it, and then the puck comes back to Pickering. Pickering to Miller. Miller was sliding back. Puck goes forward. Now it goes to Pickering, and Pickering's going to move forward. Pickering goes wide, still wide, still wide. No one goes with him. He drops it, finds Kaiser. Kaiser shoots. Oh, it's blocked in front. Nice rush again by Pickering. Looked very similar to the goal. Played in. Kaiser gathers. Kaiser tries to get it out to Pickering, goes behind the net on a block. Back out to Springer. Springer hits at it, and the defense gathers and ices the puck on goal. Buell has to play it, plays it up to Pickering. Pickering has time and space and gets bumped. Lacoste back on. Has recovered from the 2 shots to 1 ankle. Pickering runs his guy. Springer, Miller. Miller there with Lacoste. Lacoste goes forward. Lacoste still going forward, gets bumped down. Puck comes out. Pass goes wide. Blaine. Oh, Buell stops the puck. Great play by Buell. Keeps it out of the net. The Ducks player had a head of steam. Fisher line back out. And Carshield's going to call a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. The horn has sounded. Coach is giving Carshield some instruction here. 1:18 left in the third. Carshield down 2-1. The faceoff's going to be in our D zone. This has been a hard-fought game between these two teams. Ducks slowly up for the faceoff. Fisher there. Pitcher Berryman. Pickering. Pitcher wins the faceoff. Plays wide to Berryman. They're pulling Buell. Schultz is going to hop on and play high right now. Puck comes out to the slot to Schrader. Schrader dumps it in the corner. Pitcher after it. It's in his skates. Puck goes out to Pickering. Pickering fires, hits Schultz. Schultz goes high on a bouncing puck. It goes through pitcher's legs. Back out to Schrader, 50 seconds left. Keeps it, and it comes out. Schultz had a puck standing on end, and it just shot up in the air for him. It was in the right place. Got a great bounce to him. And we will try it again. Schultz comes wide as we have the extra attacker on with 48 seconds left. Ducks player gets sent out because his teammate won't back up. Face-off one in the zone. Oh. Played in deep. Schrader in after it. Schrader loses the puck because he got slashed. Berryman. Schultz puts a guy in the wall. Puck still loose. Played up to pitcher. Pitcher just can't get it. Now he's going to get it. Pushes it forward. Still going. 20 seconds left. Schultz into the corner. He's just going to put the guy in the wall. Comes back around. And it's going to not get far enough. Play it. There we go. 10 seconds left. It barely got to the line. Schultz gathers. Puck sticks to Pickering. 2 seconds left. One. And Carshield falls. Great effort at the end by Carshield. They just couldn't get it to go at the end. Final score 2-1. We will have to wait and see what time we play tomorrow. Those will get posted kind of on the link on Crossbar that Shauna sent sometime tonight once all the games are over. But from Lake Forest Academy, Carshield in a hard-fought loss, 2-1. We will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.